We're live with the team.
Jamie's back. Another live stream.
Oi, oi.
Comments flying like a dream. Type your thoughts, let it all be seen. Liverpool chat. TV on your screen.
First call in, says we're winning by 5. Second one fuming about the ref last night. Mods in the chat, keeping everything clean. You drop your take, it's part of the scene.
Jamie's back. Another live stream. Comments flying like a dream. Type your thoughts, let it all be seen. Liverpool chat. TV on your screen.
Who's in the chat?
Say your name.
Say your name.
Say your name.
Drop that scoreline. Call that game.
Call that game.
From Anfield Road to every screen. We're all one voice.
One big team.
Yes, peeps. Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Big up everyone joining me today. Do appreciate it as always, guys. This is your Liverpool Man City match preview, but we have got other things to talk about in today's show as well. Dominic Szoboszlai apparently wants £300,000 a week to stay at Liverpool. Liverpool are talking to him right now for a brand new contract, so I'll see what happens there. We have got some news on Arne Slot situation. It's news I don't think people will go like, because Arne Slot is here for the long term, according to Jonathan Norcroft today, who's put out an article in the Times. We'll read some of the quotes from that this evening as well. But yeah, big up everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. And thank you very much for joining me again this evening on your Saturday night. So I do appreciate it. Means a lot. Thank you very much. Don't forget to hit the likes and share and subscribe on the way in. And I hope you're all doing good. Big up everyone in chat, man. Big up everyone. It's a Saturday night. We've just watched all our Champions League rivals get points. Villa dropping some points, but That draw made them 10 points in front of us. So a win tomorrow just puts us back in 7 behind Villa. It seems like a continuous struggle. Man United winning again, playing Tottenham, who just give people 3 points for fun at the moment. Chelsea winning again as well. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. About Chills in the chat as well. Big up Scash. Is that Scash Stewart in the chat? Big up to you, man. Hope you're doing well. Big up Chills. Yeah, big up, man. So let me get to this Jonathan Norcroft stuff, which I think is kind of interesting. So you don't know Jonathan Norcroft. I think he's a Scottish sports football journalist, but I believe he's a Liverpool fan or has close ties to Liverpool. Anyway, so Jonathan Norcroft, he has close ties with Liverpool no matter what. I don't know if he's a fan or what, but I think in his Twitter he's got a picture of Graham Souness in a Liverpool shirt. So I don't know. He might be a Liverpool fan, but he has got close ties to Liverpool. He does do a lot of work on Liverpool Football Club. I think he's a northern correspondent, so it's going to be a Liverpool club, a Manchester club, stuff like that. He's mostly going to write about anyway. So it's quite close on this subject here. So I'll give you a little brief breakdown of apparently what's going on. We're going to talk about the Jérémy Jacquet stuff as well, obviously. A shoulder injury this evening, which, let me just talk about that quickly, actually. Jérémy Jacquet, so he's got a shoulder injury this evening. It's a severe shoulder injury. It looks like a separated shoulder, looks like dislocation. I wouldn't be too concerned about it. The only thing I'd be just concerned about, because he'd be back for Liverpool at the beginning of the season, there's no problem about that. The only thing you'd have to worry about a separated shoulder, that, you know, once you separate your shoulder, your shoulder is quite weak again after that. You know, you don't always get full strength in that shoulder after. But yeah, you know, if it is the shoulder separation, it could be shoulder, it could be collarbone. We're not quite sure yet. Some people sometimes think people feel like you've dislocated your shoulder, you've actually broken your collarbone because it's so close. It, you know, your shoulder drops if you break your collarbone. So it could be that as well. So we'll wait to see what they say. But if it is just a dislocated, shoulder, it's not good for Jérémy Jacquet, obviously. But you know, it wouldn't affect us for next season when he joins in pre-season. You know, 4 to 12 weeks probably. You know, we're in February. It'd be fine. It'd be fine for us. My only worry is if it is his collarbone, that could be just as bad, obviously. My only worry about it is when you separate your shoulder, and I believe it's the second time he's done it. And when you separate your shoulder, you can continue doing it. Like, you've got weakness there. So I don't know if they have to have surgery or what, but yeah. Yeah, he'd be fine. He'd be fine. Yeah, it's the second time. 8 weeks or 4 months, apparently. Yeah, so, and we're in February, so yeah. Yeah, it's look, it's bad for Rennes, obviously, losing one of their better players. It's obviously bad for Jacquet himself, you know, but 4 months' time, what is it now? February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, he'll be back for pre-season. So for us guys, I wouldn't worry right now. We don't get until pre-season anyway, so I don't think we have to worry too much about it personally. But obviously, for Rennes and Julien Jacquet, it's a bit of an issue. So, yeah, and we're going to talk about the Madrid stuff and Kwanah. They're back in the radar for him now, showing that it was Alonso who probably didn't want him. Right. This is from Jonathan Norcroft. He's put out a hit piece in the Times today, and it goes like this. So the Liverpool bosses remain behind Arne Slot, and the signing of Jérémy Jacquet is a further step in constructing the future team. One of Liverpool's biggest weaknesses is since losing Luis Diaz is the lack of one-on-one, the lack of a one-on-one player who can rip through opponents on the flanks, and that will be addressed in the summer. So according to Jonathan Norcroft, he believes that will be addressed in the summer. which means we're probably looking at a pacey, dribbly winger. So obviously, everyone get your thoughts on that. Further possibilities for strengthening are already in place. Liverpool have a unique buyback agreement on Bayer Leverkusen over Gerald Kwanzaa. Now, I spoke about Gerald Kwanzaa yesterday, if everyone remembers rightly. I was talking about this yesterday, about Gerald Kwanzaa. Do you remember the conversation we was having? That I wouldn't be surprised if Liverpool in 2027 go back in for Gerald Kwanzaa. Jonathan Allcroft thinks that might be a possibility. He says here, so Liverpool have a unique buyback agreement with Bayer Leverkusen over Gerald Kwanzaa, where the contract and fee to return him to Anfield is already agreed. And it is thought to be an auction from the 2027 season should the player and Liverpool want such a move. There you go. There you go. You know, I thought this might be the case. I did have a feeling Gerald Kwanzaa was maybe just going to Bayer Leverkusen for a couple of years to get some experience and he'll come back to Liverpool. It was my original thought in the first place. So yeah. There you go. Let me read that again about Gerald Kwanzaa. But Liverpool have a unique buyback agreement. This Jonathan Allcroft here is saying we have a unique buyback agreement with Leverkusen over Kwanzaa, where the contract and fee to return to Anfield is already agreed. So the contract and his fee are already agreed with Liverpool. Liverpool have already agreed his contract and his fee to come back in 2027. That is already there. It's then just up to Liverpool and Gerald Kwanzaa if they want to do it. So Liverpool in 2027 season, after next summer, decide, you know what, we're going to bring Kwanzaa back. The contract and the fee is already agreed. Already agreed. So this is something we spoke about yesterday. You know, we spoke about this heavily yesterday about Kwanzaa. I just thought it would be the case. I just felt with Gerald Kwanzaa, Liverpool didn't want to sell him in the first place. You know, Liverpool didn't want to let him go in the first place. It was a thing where they thought Kwanzaa can go out for 2 years, get some experience at the high level. I think he's played, 30 games or something this season for Bayer Leverkusen. I think he played every Champions League game but one. I think he played 7 games in Champions League already this season. Getting experience. Yeah. Surely it only benefits Gerald Kwanzaa at the end of the day. This could be something we should watch for the next couple of years, because if we don't buy another centre-back this summer, if Julian Jacquet is the only centre-back we buy this season, it's because we're probably going to bring Kwanzaa back in 2027. And that was always the plan. That is according to Jonathan Allcroft tonight. These are some of his quotes coming out of the Times today. Let me see if I can find a little bit more out here. Right, here's what. This is an interesting one. Let me just get this up. Pause. Let me bring this up. Right, where is it? Right. So this is what Jonathan Allcroft got told. Are you ready for this one, guys? I'll get to all your comments on the Kwanzaa stuff in a minute. This is another thing from Jonathan Allcroft. Guys, you can go and read this for yourself. Anfield Sector on Twitter has broken a lot of the quotes down, but Jonathan Allcroft's obviously put his thing up there on Twitter. Go and read it for yourself as well, guys. It's all there to be seen. So Jonathan Allcroft has also said this. A few months ago, a senior football figure said of Arne Slot, he's a fantastic human being. His work ethic is incredible. He's got a very good staff. everything you'd want. He's honest and his communication style is very good. He added, be patient. No one wants to be fucking patient, apparently this person says. There were bad spells under Jurgen too. There you go. There you go. I'll bring this up on the screen for people to see. Let me bring this up on this. Let me share my screen with you beautiful people here. There we go. Let me make this bigger, she said. There we go. There you go, guys. Yeah, it's right there. So a senior figure at Liverpool said of Arne Slot, he's a fantastic human. His work ethic is incredible. He's got a very good staff. Everything you'd want. He's honest. His communication style is very good. He had it. We have to be patient, but no one wants to be fucking patient. There were bad spells under Jurgen too. There you go. Slot is here to stay, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. I have been saying this now for a while, yeah, that Liverpool believe that I said this last week. I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks, as you guys all know, on this channel, on other people's channels. I said it on the Sam's channel, I said it on Gobbage. I've said it on my own channel. I've said it on the Big Up channel with the Vibes and Gobbage show. I've said this everywhere in the last couple of weeks. I believe that the owners, Richard Hughes, and all the senior figures at Liverpool believe we have just been unlucky this season. They believe it's a transitional season because of the players we bought, and they probably think injuries and circumstances like that with Diogo Jota's passing and all that stuff, they believe this has just been an unlucky year and Arne Slot is the man. And if you go by these quotes from Jonathan Norcroft today, who's getting quotes from a senior figure, then it looks like that is to be true. That they believe this is just an unlucky season and Slot is that guy for us going forward. The fact that they said Jurgen, they say it here, be patient. No one wants to be fucking patient. This is what that senior figure has said. There were bad spells under Jurgen too. Tells you everything you need to know, man. Be out Solo in the chat. Big up Sam Max Legend as well. Big up Solo. Big up Bruno. Big up JJ as well. Big up Sean in the chat. Yeah, it could be Sean. Big up, man. Big up see Luke in the chat as well. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Big up Mickey as well. $450 means no patience, Jay. Yeah, look, us fans have got no patience, obviously. I mean, I hear it. Jamie, I heard the board of Mark Edwards have spoken to Alonso recently. Means a move behind the scenes. Could have. It's about performances, not just bad spells, says Avon SC2. Big up to you, my friend. Let me see if I can find some more on this today. So Jonathan Norcroft has got a lot of inside knowledge on Liverpool. You know, he's got another one here. He said Arne Slot's biggest problem at Liverpool is he's just not Jurgen Klopp. The German strength of personality on and off the pitch puts more reserved successor in an odd position of having to win the title twice before he's fully accepted at Anfield. And that is according to Jonathan Norcroft here. Jonathan Norcroft believes the biggest problem of Arne Slot's time at Liverpool is that he's just not Jurgen Klopp. Nothing to do with tactics, nothing to go about system of play, nothing about how we play football. They believe that Slot's problem at Liverpool is just that he's not Jurgen Klopp. I also believe that's the same with our owners. I believe that's the same with Richard Hughes and all that. They probably think the same, man. And I've said this time and time again. Big up Yasser TV in the chat, mate. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Colin in the chat. I didn't see my man Colin up there. It's again. I'm just going big up Brian Duncan in the chat as well, man. Hope you're doing well. Again, we can only go by what the journalists are saying. They're really bigging up Arne Slot at the moment. The one that gets me is that, you know, as I said, Jonathan Norcroft is good at his job, man. I do like Jonathan Norcroft. I do rate Jonathan Norcroft as a journalist. I do like him. But he's obviously always going to have the football club, you know, more in his, you know, he's going to talk to people at the football club, ain't he? He's going to be talking to the big heads at the football club. So the fact that someone at the football club, who he said is a senior figure at Liverpool, who that senior figure is Billy Hogan, that told him, allegedly Billy Hogan, before he watches this and has got me, but I've got a feeling it is him. Because the way it's worded just tells me it's him. It's basically told everyone to have fucking patience. That's what they've told us. Have fucking patience. Because Jurgen had bad spells as well. Yeah, Jurgen did. It's true. And I called him out for it, by the way, and I'll get slagged off for that. Yeah, I just don't see. I don't see him going anywhere, man. Don't see him going anywhere. The fact that Jonathan Norcroft has said here, what he's heard is that Liverpool bosses continue to fully back Arne. We'll see. We'll see what happens at the end of the season. Yeah, we'll see how far their backing goes at the end of the season. Yeah. Let's see how far their backing goes at the end of the season when we're not in the Champions League. Let's see if their backing goes that far then. Because at the moment, they say they're backing him. They say, oh, we're behind him. Everything he's doing, blah, 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 blah. Let's wait and see on that, shall we? Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. But here's something I've been speaking about for a while now. About them feeling Liverpool have just been unlucky this season through different things. You know, you know, the way Richard Hughes spoke on that round table, I think he feels like it's a transitional season. They're not too concerned or worried. They're talking about us having fucking patience now, and Jurgen made mistakes and had bad times as well. They've already bought Jacquet in, who cost 60 to 65 million euros, which is a lot of money for a 20-year-old centre-back. That's back in. Jonathan Norcroft also said they're probably going to go and buy a winger, you know, that is pacey, can dribble, someone like we had before with Luis Diaz. They go look in the market for that. Sounds like they're going to do a lot of work in the summer as well, man. Sounds like they're going to do a lot of work in the summer. But I just say, wait and see. Let's wait and see. But I will say, the only thing I do believe in, out of all these articles that have been put out today by Jonathan Norcroft from his Times article, is the fact the Kwanzaa one. The Kwanzaa one is the one I look at and go, you know what? That might be true, man. That one might be the true one. If I'll share my screen with you guys again. For people who didn't see it earlier. So yeah. There you go. Further possibilities of strengthening are already in place. Liverpool have a unique buyback agreement. A unique buyback agreement with Bayer Leverkusen over Gerald Kwanzaa, where the contract and fee to return to Anfield is already agreed. Already agreed. Crazy, isn't it? Already agreed. and it is full. It can be actioned from 2027. Should the player in Liverpool want such a move? I'll tell you what. If we don't buy another centre back this summer, and Jérémy Jacquet is our only centre back we buy, yeah, they're getting Kwanah back in 2027, man. Kwanah can play fullback as well. So it's interesting. Again, I take all this by a pinch of salt, to be perfectly honest. I just think it's very interesting news to bring up with you guys. Again, the only thing I do believe out of this Jonathan Norcroft article is the Gerald Kwanah thing. Because I didn't want to sell, as a Liverpool fan, I didn't want to sell Gerald Kwanah in the first place. Because I think there's a talented player there ready to burst out, but he needed to go and play some football. And if he's playing well for Bayer Leverkusen, because Liverpool already have a contract and transfer agreed with Bayer Leverkusen for Gerald Kwanah, it's obviously very easy for Liverpool to go and do. So let's keep an eye on that one for the summer of 2027. But everything else they're saying about slot and patience and this and that, hey, this game, look, they can say all that and they could be talking to a manager behind his back and sack him in the summer. So we'll see how that goes, man. I don't believe everything I read. Let's put it that way. I don't believe everything I read. Right. City, Liverpool, guys. City, Liverpool. Can we get hang on, before we get the City and Liverpool game, let's just talk about Dominic Szoboszlai. Big Dom, yeah. Dirty Dom. Big up. So, according to an article today from people probably who know maybe a little bit more than I do, or who fucking knows there, but according to this article today, Dominic Szoboszlai is wanting £300,000 a week to stay at Liverpool. 300 grand a week. That is what Dominic Szoboszlai wants, and he ain't gonna fucking get it. So apparently Liverpool and Dominic Szoboszlai are talking. They're having conversations over a new contract. It's a contract Liverpool want to get sorted out because they highly rate Dominic Szoboszlai. Liverpool do have a bit of an issue, though, because Real Madrid, big old Real Madrid, have decided to set eyes on Liverpool Football Club yet again. And Real Madrid are apparently looking at Kwanah, Szoboszlai, McAllister, and Gravenberch. I tell you who they can have out of all them. There's a player they can have out of all them if they want him. But yeah, that's who Real Madrid apparently want. Davo Cop says the ball offered in $250 a week. That'll do me. $250 a week for Szoboszlai. Sign the contract, get it done. 300 just mad to me. But he is a first team midfielder. Maybe he feels like he's worth it in this day and age. Who knows? But just seems a bit hard for me. Yeah, so Real Madrid apparently eyeing the Premier League for new signings in the summer. They need a sort of transitional summer themselves. You know, Real Madrid's squad for me is not the greatest. I know they've got people like Kylian Mbappe in it, but everyone else I don't really rate. I think Rodrigo's extremely overrated. I think Vinny Jr. is pretty average. Valverde's a great player. Bellingham's all PR. You know, they've got a lot of players there that need to transition over and get new players in. And they're eyeing Premier League talent. They like McAllister, they like Kwanah, they like Szoboszlai, and they like Gravenberch. There's one player. If there's one player at Liverpool that I'm very happy to Real Madrid to have, can anyone guess that player? If there is one player at Liverpool that I'm very, very happy for Real Madrid to come and take, who would that player be, guys? Come on, who would that player be? Who would that be? JJ gets it straight away, man. I'd keep Kwanah, guys. I know everyone thinks I hate Kwanah. I don't. I just don't think he's as great as everyone makes him out to be. But I would keep Ibu. Yeah, Mac. Mac can go, man. Do you know what I mean? If they want any player, the potential 4 players that apparently they're eyeing, they can have McAllister, man. They can have McAllister. If they want to give us good money, for McAllister, then yeah, I'm all right letting McAllister go, man. Honestly, I'm all right letting McAllister go. Matt can go tomorrow. You know what? All this slagging off I do of McAllister, yeah, it's going to come bite me in the arse, ain't it? Because watch McAllister scoring a winner tomorrow or something mad like that, and everyone comes to me, told you, Jamie, his quality. Yeah, I never said he was shit. I just don't want him in my team no more. That's all it is. I literally don't want him in my team no more. Doesn't mean I think he's shit. Let's put a bit of whiskey in the Coke, shall we? It is Saturday after all. There we go. There we go. Yeah, oh shit. Oh, that is strong stuff. Matt Tennis Wash says Solo. Big up Solo, man. I think McAllister in La Liga, by the way, does bits. I think he looks fantastic in La Liga. I really do. Yeah, I agree with Chills, man. I think they're cooking La Liga, man. How much, Matt? 2 years left in his contract. Give me 60 million. We'll call it a day. 2 years left in McAllister's contract. Give me 60 million, man. We move on. We take that 60 million. We put a couple more million to it. And we go and get, I don't know, an Adam Walton or something like that. And we move on. I keep saying about McAllister time and time again. I like McAllister on the ball, yeah. On the football, I think McAllister, when the game's in front of McAllister, so that means when everyone's in front of him here and the opposition ain't running in behind him, McAllister looks like a well beater. As soon as the game is behind McAllister, that's when he's terrible. He's like, he can't move, man. He literally can't move. But when the game's in front of him and all the players are in front of him and he can pop it about and that, because he's technically a good footballer. Yeah, I've never once said McAllister's a bad player, yeah. He can move the ball back. It's just when the game is in behind him, he's dog food. He's absolute dog food. He's just too slow and he can't move around the muff. On the ball, good footballer. That's why I'm saying 60 million. You know, for a good midfielder, 60 million. It's why the club are looking at Rodgers. Exactly. You know, there's a reason Liverpool are looking at players like Morgan Rodgers, is because they got pace. They can move through the midfield. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I said Walton just for the fact that everyone says Walton. If everyone watched me on the Sam's channel last night, they will know I'm not the biggest Walton fan in the world. Pick up, Under. The only blood you smell is yours, but the Arsenal needs you tomorrow. Big up Thunder Road, man. Much love to you, man. PMP all day long, man. Yeah, Liverpool want Morgan Rodgers. Yeah. I think they're the players Liverpool need to look for next season. And that's why I'd keep Szoboszlai. Honestly, this is why I'd rather keep Dominic Szoboszlai, because Dominic Szoboszlai gives me that pace, it gives me that athleticism, it gives me that, you know, that forward running, can run back as well when the game's in behind him. He can play right back, he can play in the 6, he can play in the 8, multiple positions, you know, decent on the ball, good ball striking. This is why I'd rather keep a Szoboszlai as a Premier League player over McAllister as a Premier League player. You know, McAllister in the Champions League and stuff like that might be actually a better player. But as a Premier League player, I think Dominic Szoboszlai is literally better for us than McAllister right now. And McAllister's only going to be 28, man. It's going to be 28 next Christmas, ain't it? Christmas Eve is his birthday. It'd be 28. He's going into his 28th year. Do you want to give McAllister a new contract where his contract don't run out till he's 30? Does anyone want to see a 30-year-old McAllister on the pitch? Yeah, big up, my man. It's the last area of the pitch that I'm looking at. Yeah. That's why I like Morgan Rogers and all that, man, in that area. Yeah, no one wants to see a 30-year-old McAllister on the pitch. Do you know, in the Premier League? In the Premier League? Do you know what I'm saying? Again, McAllister in Champions League can be a different kind of player because Champions League football is a little bit different to Premier League football. So McAllister can operate at that level quite handsomely and do very well. Again, this is not me thinking McAllister's a bad player. I don't. But McAllister's a Premier League player right now in the last 12 months. Has just not been that guy. And if he's like, everyone keeps telling me he's fatigued, he's tired, he gets no rest, yeah? We got a fucking World Cup in the summer. So the World Cup is in the summer, yeah? So after a really hard season, the season finishes in May, he goes to the World Cup in the summer. He probably goes far in the World Cup because he's playing for Argentina. Argentina want to defend their World Cup. They probably go quite far in it. And then what? He comes back to pre-season absolutely fucking knackered, going into his 28th year. Yeah, it ain't going to work, man. If he's fatigued now, what's he going to be like next season? He's going to be fucked. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, it's just... away structure, fuck this. Whose son go 250 a week? No wonder somebody wants 300. Out of all our midfielders right now, Gravenberch and Szoboszlai should be on the most money, in my opinion. Big up Scout Shirt. We all love Macca. Just wish he got him a few years earlier. But I would let Madrid or Barca take him for 60 mil, no less. Yeah, I'm around that 60 mil as well. And I'm with you on that. Yeah, I'm with you. Wingers and defenders, massive priority next season. I want pace everywhere. Man. I want pacey centre-backs. I want pacey full-backs. I want pacey wingers. I want pace everywhere. I want pace everywhere in our team. It's what we lack right now. Absolute pace. Get me one midfielder, though, because we have to keep our midfield fresh. I mean, does anyone actually believe in Stefan Bajcetic still? Stefan Bajcetic hasn't started a game for Liverpool for 2 years. Does anyone really think he's the future of Liverpool anymore? Do you know what I mean? He can go, but Torrendo can go. You know, there's two right there, man. Just go and get me a midfielder. I don't need all this DM bollocks or anything because teams don't really play with DMs. Just go and get me a fucking good midfielder who's aggressive, who isn't going to shirk a challenge, you know, them kind of midfielders. Just give me an aggressive midfielder, man, who can play football. Just go and get me one. There's shitloads of them out there. Especially when you play a double pivot. You don't play a single pivot. No one really plays a single DM role anymore, do they? We don't do that anymore. You know, like in the Fabinho days, you know, how many Fabinho and Rodris are there in the world? Not many. Onana's good, but again, Onana, like he does with Villa, he plays in that double pivot, don't he? So that'd be a perfect option. Yeah, Onana and Gravenberch would be nice. Yeah, aggressive midfielder solo. Yeah, exactly. Aggressive. Just get some aggression in there. Yeah, we saw the Jacquet news. Fortunately for us, if he's out for like 4 months, he'd be back in June. So then he's back for pre-season. So it shouldn't affect us right now, to be fair. But I'm sure I don't know if he's officially on loan at Rennes, ain't he? So he might actually come to Liverpool now. If his season's finished, he might actually come to Liverpool now to do his rehab in Liverpool instead. That's something to watch out for as well. We're here by Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll find out the news about Jérémy Jacquet. But if they think his season's finished because of the shoulder injury, he'll probably come back to Liverpool and do his rehab in Liverpool. And he's on loan because he's a Liverpool player, ain't he? He signed a Liverpool contract. Oh, it's a deal for the summer, 5+1. Fair enough. Fair enough. Then he'll stay in his team then, because I know sometimes they do that deal where he's officially a Liverpool player, but they stay at their parent club beforehand. So yeah, I know they do them deals like that sometimes. But if that's not the case for us, but he's a Liverpool player, but not officially till the summer, I hear it. That's fine. That's a hunky dory. Totally get it. Harry Wilson back in the free as well. Hey, get a bit of backup. Why not? Another thing to think about is how does Isaac getting the team to up front top again? Yeah, it's going to be the issue next season. Oh, Chills. Yeah, much respect. If that happens, I've got all the respect for him in the world, man. If that happens, there's no doubt about that. If that actually happens, as I said, I've said it before many times, I respect Arne Slot. I always respect anyone who can win a Premier League. Do you know what I mean? I've got respect for the guy. Doesn't mean I have to like his tactics or system he plays, but I've got respect for the guy for doing what he did. Do you know what I mean? And I'll have that same respect for him if he goes and wins the Champions League. Massive respect. Yeah, I'm not one of them guys, man. I'm not one of them guys. I always give credit when credit's due. Always give credit where credit's due, man. Right, let's bin that off. There we go. Oh, for God's sake. Sorry, my phone went off. Should find myself. Shay was my favourite player. Would hope to become next season. Yeah. Respectfully, he can go. Yeah, I think Liverpool go look at pacey wingers next season. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, the Szoboszlai stuff, I'm hoping Liverpool give him a new contract because he's the kind of midfielder we do need. I'd give Gravenberch a new contract as well, to give Curtis Jones a new contract. And I'd let McAllister, I would sacrifice McAllister if it means we can get a very good central midfielder in there, like a Tonali or someone like that. Then I would sacrifice McAllister for that reason. But I do believe I think it's Curtis Jones who's going to get sacrificed in the summer. I don't know if you guys agree with this or not. Let me know in the chat. But I've got this very funny feeling that we're going to let Curtis Jones go in the summer. They can't come to a new contract for some reason. They can't figure out a new contract, man. They literally can't figure out a new. If it is to be believed, Curtis Jones is on something like 25 grand a week. How the hell can you not figure out a new contract for Curtis Jones? Now, there's rumours out there that Curtis Jones wants like what McAllister and Gravenberch and all that are on, which is around 120 to 150,000 pound a week, right? I'd give him it. If Gravenberch and McAllister can be on 150 grand a week, so can Curtis Jones. As a squad player in today's game, at 25 years of age, with his ability, he's probably 150 grand a week footballer. I think we'd all agree with that. If you look at everything in 2026, where football's at now, good squad players around 25-year-olds that have good technical ability would be on around that 120 to 150 grand a week. Just give it to him, man. Just give it to him. I'd rather keep Curtis as well. Is that the Colombian Mozzie? Is that the Colombian guy you're talking about there? Is that right? Jamie, Ram is live too, people. Perhaps you can co-stream or what? How do you co-stream? I don't even know how you do that, Mickey, to be fair. Big up Ram, though. I didn't know Ram was live. Big up Ram. I have no idea how to co-stream. You can't give Jones 200 grand. Nobody has ever offered 20 or 25 mil. I hear you, Liverpool 6-7. I'd put Curtis on good money, though. Just for the fact that where football is today, of the squad talent that he is at 25, who has got better year in, year out, he's got a particular skill set. You know, he's not a goal scoring. He's not like a number 10. He's not a goal scoring midfielder. He's not a box to box midfielder. He's a technically gifted midfielder. He does a bit of everything. I'd give him a new deal. I'd keep him. I really would. But I feel like the club are going. I think the club are just looking at letting him go, man. I really do. 4 Prems in a row. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. What a bloody obsession with Curtis Jones. Oh my God, he's so mid. Doesn't make City or any other top team in the world's bench. He and McAllister go SAP. We need a belabor. I would say over one season, Belabor is more overrated than Curtis Jones. But again, this is each to our own. I think Curtis Jones is a better passer than Concedo. And I think he's a better passer than Belabor. Again, this is all each to our own, man. This is each to our own. Again, I don't think Belabor's all that great. I don't think Belabor's all that great. But each to our own. We all think differently in football as football fans. You know what I mean? For Prince and Rose says, I think it's 2-2 tomorrow. Big up to you, man. I hope you're doing well. Big up to City fan. Again, I'm not sitting here, by the way, saying I think Curtis Jones is a guaranteed Liverpool starter or should play every week and is a fucking world-class talent or anything. I look at Curtis Jones as an extremely, extremely good squad player for Liverpool Football Club who, when he plays very well. And for that reason, in this day and age of football and where we are now, them players are on good contracts. They're not on 25 grand a week. They're on good contracts. That's where I'm coming from on it. And right now, I'm not. Look, you could argue every single one of our midfielders, yeah. Big up Solo. But I'm glad to cheer you up, man. With our midfield, you could argue all our midfielders are probably upgradable, if that makes sense. You know, that they're probably all upgradable. Yeah, 200 grand a week is crazy, Sonny King. Sorry. I wouldn't be doing that. But 120 to 150, I would say 120 to 150, I'd say is worth it, yeah. You know, it's worth it. No, bro, you played James, your manager. What I mean by that, my friend, is that I look at some. I try and look at everything as like nothing's perfect. Yeah. So if perfection doesn't exist, if perfection doesn't exist in life, you can always upgrade on something in life and try and get better out of it. If that makes sense, that's how I look at it. That's how I look at life, my friend. I look at everything as sort of upgradable because nothing's ever perfect in life. You know what I mean? There's no perfect player. There's no perfect midfielder. So, you know, everything is sort of upgradable in that sense. In that sense, I don't think there is perfection. If you get what I mean by what I'm trying to say there. Yeah, that's what I. Yeah, if I'm with Kang here, big up. I'm with Kang here. 120 grand a week for Curtis Jones. Thinks a very good deal. 25. He knows he's not a guaranteed first team player. He's a squad player. He's a great option. He's always the first off the bench. If he needs to play, he'll play to a good level. I think that's great. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I just don't know if Curtis is happy with that. And if Curtis is not happy with that, then Curtis has to be sold, don't he? So that's where I am with it. That's where I am with it. I just think everything in life's upgradable. So that question earlier, like I just don't believe in perfection. I don't think there's a perfect midfield Liverpool could build or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? I know. That's just me. That's just me, maybe. But as everyone knows, I rate Gravenberch highly, man. Gravenberch is my guy. You know, I wouldn't let go of. I wouldn't let Gravenberch go. I wouldn't let Gravenberch go anywhere. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't let Szoboszlai go anywhere. And McAllister, you can upgrade on. Curtis Jones, if you feel like you can upgrade on him, look, sure. I think we can all agree. Like, as much as I like Curtis, I can let Curtis be sold and buy a player to come in that probably will be better than Curtis. If that, you know what I'm saying? I think it'll be Walton in and Jones out. I think Liverpool are. I think he. I think Walton is wanted highly by Liverpool. I think Liverpool really rate Walton, and I think he'd be the Liverpool. If Liverpool buy one midfielder in the summer, I believe it'd be Adam Walton, man. Yeah. Be our Arsenal friend in the chat. Do it for Arsenal, he says. Big up, man. Yeah, upgrading Cody. Definitely. For me, Klopp won 2 leagues and Stock won 0 out of 3 finals, and trophy slot is Costa Royals and his brother. Big up, Brett. Always here, man. Big up, Brett, man. Yeah, I don't give a statement. You see it. Look, we've got to be careful of our words, my friend. Be careful of our words, because I'm not a Scouser, yeah, but we do have Scousers in the chat who, you know, and I love the Scouts. I love my Scouts cousins. So let's be careful of the words we use, yeah. Look, do we all want Liverpool to be better? Yes. Are we sentimental as a football club sometimes? Yes. Are we an emotional football fan base? Yes. Is that a good thing sometimes? Yes. Is it a bad thing sometimes? Yes. But what makes us special? Yeah, what makes us special as a football team. Do I want to win everything every single year? I do, yeah. I want to win the league every year. I don't like my standards dropping. I want to win the league year in, year out. But we are a special. We are a very, very special football club, ladies and gentlemen. We are. So just be careful of our words, my friend. That's all. You can have a disagreement with people in the live chat. And look, I'm not going to argue. If you're arguing with people in the live chat, you're all grown-ups and you can have your own arguments. But, you know what I mean? We just got to be careful with some of the words we use. But it's perfectly fine for you to say that you want the club to be less sentimental. I get it. It's not a bad thing. Just if it, you know, I think it's important. Look, I'm not a Scouser, yeah, but I think it's very important for teams like Liverpool to have a Scouse heartbeat in their team. Do you know what I mean? I actually believe it's correct for Liverpool to have a Scouse heartbeat in their team. It's like Manchester United should always have a Mancunian heartbeat in their team. Do you know what I mean? Everton should always have a Scouse heartbeat in their team. Liverpool should always have a Scouse heartbeat in their team. It's the things like that that make teams like that special. Yeah, so you should always have it. If you can produce it and bring it and get it, then you should put it in. Do you know what I mean? And if that means Curtis Jones has to stay, no, I don't think Curtis Jones is a dead footballer. I think as a squad player, are you going to get many better options in midfield as a squad player than Curtis Jones? Probably not. And he's a Scouser and he'll fight and bleed for our football club. Look at the Everton game last season when Trent walked off the pitch because he didn't care because he was going to Real Madrid. Curtis Jones was the one there fighting. Curtis Jones was the one there fighting the Everton players. Because he's like, no, I'm not having this. I'm a Red. I'm a Scouser. Yeah, so you got to have that in your club, man. You got to have that in your club. You got to have that. You got to have the heartbeat of your team somewhere. So you got to have Scousers in your team, man. You got to have Scousers in your team. But Jay, can we dominate if we value statement over winning? Also, he was one who said, I'm not Scouts, as if say non-Scouts FC aren't real fans. I want a Scouts player just better. And that's fine, my friend. Look, again, I agree with you, by the way. I want to dominate every game we play, and I want to win league after league after league, yeah? I want that continuously. I want us to win leagues all the time, my friend, all the time. I don't like my standards being dropped. And you're right. If you can find a Scouser midfielder that's better than Curtis Jones, I'm with you. I agree on that. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with wanting better. All I was saying to you, my friend, is because I've got a few Scousers that are in the chat. They're going to take maybe some of the things to heart a little bit more than I would because I'm not a Scouser. So that's all I'm saying. I think we do agree with the statement you're saying that we should be wanting better and stuff like that, though. So I don't really want to get in an argument with people about this. You know what I'm saying? So I'll big up my man B with the big super, my friend. Thank you very much. W's in the chat for my man B. What do you think of Slot's Hendo and Milner comments? I don't know if I've heard them, my friend. We do have those types of characters currently in Robbo and Curtis. Okay. Robbo, definitely. Curtis, yeah, look, I just said the thing about Everton last year. Was it last season when, Curtis wanted to fight the whole Everton team? But our manager doesn't know how to use them or keep them happy. I think Slot knows perfectly what to say to what people want to hear. That's a great comment, my friend, man. Great comment. Great comment. It's a tremendous comment. I'm with you on Robbo. Robbo will fight for this football club. A lot of people adopt Robbo as a Scottish Scouser, basically, don't they? So, yeah, Robbo will fight for his football club every time he puts that red shirt on. Robbo's going to fight. He's going to go out there and put everything on the line. And the same with Curtis. They will do that as well. Where Hendo and Milner, although them two weren't, one of them two, obviously Robbo and Curtis are Scousers, or a Scouse. But with Hendo and Milner, obviously, one's a Mackham and one's from Yorkshire, ain't they? But what they brought you was just the highest level of professionalism. Just the highest level of professionalism. And it's something that can't be coached. You can't coach that level of professionalism that them two players had. And that will and want to win everything. I watched Milner slap a player on the pitch to wake him up a bit. Everyone remember the Simicast thing? When he slapped Simicast around the face, it's like, wake up, you idiot. Wake up, get on, do your job. You can't. You can't. They're just. they're just extremely good footballers as well, which goes under the radar. Because when Henderson and Milner are in our team, everyone wanted this and that. Hendo and Milner are very, very good footballers, great personalities, great professionals, great leaders, great role models, great captains. And do we have them in our team right now? No. Robbo's the closest to it, I'd say. But I think if this Liverpool team had a Hendo or a Milner in its team right now, I think we'd be better off right now if we had one of them just in and around the team. You need that. You need that. Yeah, big up, man. I'll take Hendo over Grav. I love Hendo, man. No one can talk to me about Hendo. I got Hendo's book from it. I love Hendo. Henderson is the greatest captain in the Premier League era in the last few years, man. I don't think there's a better captain than I don't think there's been a better captain in the Premier League since Steven Gerrard, if you ask me. In the whole of the Premier League, I don't think there's been a better captain than Jordan Henderson. I love Gravenberch, by the way. Everyone knows Grav's my guy. But yeah, I just think Henderson was very underrated as a footballer. But big up everyone. The chat is better now. Big up everyone. I know there was a lot of arguments in the chat then about the Scout stuff. Again, it's hard for me not being a Scouser. I understand what my man here was trying to say, so don't get at me, people, please. I understand what he's trying to say. Probably went around it maybe a bit of the wrong way, but I do get what he's saying. He wants to be better. And big up B with the Superman. Make sure W's in the chat for my friend there. Huge super. Big up to you. Thank you very much. Let's talk about this Liverpool City game, yeah, guys. Let's talk about this Liverpool City game because this is after today's results, this is the must-win game of Liverpool's season so far. With the way Liverpool's season has gone now, where are we? 8th of February. We play later today. Liverpool have to win tomorrow. We have to win tomorrow. Yeah, Keane was a quality captain. Keane, Gerrard's, Jordan Henderson's, man. Yeah. I will bet Mo's saying get rid of Jones are not Scouse. Big up Cafe. As you know, Cafe, I love Curtis. You know that. It's must win tomorrow, though. It is absolutely must win tomorrow. With the way Chelsea won today, the way Man United would keep winning now. Obviously, Aston Villa dropped points, but that 1 point got them 10 points clear of us. So even a win tomorrow only puts us 7 points behind Villa. I thought Villa would be the most catchable team in that top 5. The pressure's on Liverpool massively tomorrow. City are 9 points behind Arsenal. If we beat Man City tomorrow, 9 points is too many points probably, and you'd probably see City not winning the league, and it'll probably be Arsenal to win that league title tomorrow. So yeah, it's very important, man. It's very important. We're starting to score more goals in recent games as well. I think that's helped as well with the balance of the team. Even with Mo Salah not playing extremely well. Mo's not playing well at all, but the fact that Mo Salah's on the pitch just helps. It gives us better balance because he's right-sided. And he always has a full-back on him or another midfielder that gets dragged with the full-back if he's struggling. So he always got 1 or 2 men always on Mo Salah no matter what. They never leave Mo Salah unmarked. So just because of that reason, you get a little bit more balance in that forward line. Wirtz and Ekatike are actually on smoke right now. Obviously, this game is going to be spoke about as Shirky versus Wirtz. That's how this game's going to be spoke about tomorrow. That's what a lot of people are going to go with. It's what rivals are going to go with. Rivals have been waiting for this. It's Shirky versus Verts, a series of real tennies. Like, one was so many millions, the other one's hundreds of millions. So let's see who's the best. That's what everyone's going to be talking about tomorrow. Haaland versus Virgil. You know, Ekatike versus, you know, Kustanov. You know, it's a big game. It is a huge game of football, and it's a game Liverpool have to win. It's a game Man City have to win. This could be the most entertaining game of the season, or it could be the boringest game of the season. Because both teams can't afford to lose. If City lose, they're 9 points behind Arsenal. Arsenal don't look like dropping points, and that'd be too much for City to go and win the league after that. Liverpool lose, they're going to be very far behind in that top 5 race, and it's going to be very difficult for Liverpool to finish top 5, in my opinion, after that. It's a game where neither team can lose. Both teams are strongest in their forward line. Both teams are weak in their defence. Both teams are pretty weak in their midfield right now. City have been playing this high line in the last few weeks. Do City play that high line tomorrow? I don't know. If they do, if City go with that high line they played against Newcastle and a few games they played recently, Liverpool, I think, will take advantage of that. Obviously, in the game before, Liverpool pressed the Man City team at the Etihad, which was the wrong thing to do. Liverpool were in a bit of good form. I think they just beat like Aston Villa and Real Madrid, and then they went to Man City, didn't they? And I think we was a bit up ourselves. We were in good form. We were feeling ourselves. And we went and tried and pressed Man City high up the pitch, which is the wrong thing to do, especially at the Etihad. And it cost us, and we got humiliated and beaten 3-0. I don't think Slot's going to play that way at Anfield. And it'd be interesting to see what Pep does. If Pep sits deep and plays counter-attack and asking Liverpool to come on to him, I just don't think that's Pep's way of playing. Look, I know he's done it against Arsenal and he got a draw out of it. The problem is he needs to get 3 points. I have a feeling Manchester City are going to just go try and press and be all over Liverpool as soon as the whistle blows tomorrow. As soon as that whistle blows tomorrow, I think they're going to press high and they're going to try and be all over Liverpool's midfield and defence. Because we know Liverpool's main weaknesses is when teams press our midfield. That's when you get joy. Tomorrow, I want to see Liverpool be direct. I don't want us to be passing the ball about on the floor. No tick-attack of shit. I want Liverpool to be direct. City are going to play. Look, they're going to push high up no matter what, yeah? Their defence isn't the strongest. I think Liverpool are going to play direct. I want to see balls out in the wide areas for Gakpo and Salah to run onto. I want to see them balls up to Ekatike nice and direct so they can bring it down, hold on to it, get Verts into play. That's how I want Liverpool to play tomorrow. Play direct. Don't worry about this passing out from the back, tick-attack bullshit. If you see Ekatike in space and it's a 40-yard ball, do the 40-yard ball. Don't just give it to Gravenberch who gives it to Szoboszlai, who gives it to someone else, who gives it to someone else. If Virgil sees Ekatike turn into space, he's 40 yards up the pitch, fucking throw the ball up to him 40 yards. That's what we got to do tomorrow. Be direct. Move the ball quickly. Don't slow down. Move the ball fast. Liverpool are always at their best when we move the ball quickly and we're more direct. That's what we got to do tomorrow. If we do that, I believe we win the game. If Liverpool start the game slowly and we try this passing out the back stuff, this tick-attack passing, total domination bullshit that we're crap at, I think we'll lose the game. If we play at a high pace, move the ball quickly and play more direct, I think we win the game. I think we win the game. It's going to be extremely tight, though. It's a game I'm looking forward to, though. I'm very excited by it. I ain't going to lie. I am very excited by the game tomorrow. Yeah, and Szoboszlai can do that from right back, which is why I think he's going to play right back tomorrow. That's why I think he's going to play in that right back position tomorrow. There we go. Fortune favours the brave. Yes, it does, Kathy. And spot on, Jay. We've always suited playing fast football, helps the atmosphere. Exactly. My favourite 3 games ever are always City 1-0 to 4-1, the 4-3, the Prem game. Exactly. Just attack them. Attack. You know what I'm saying? Pentacles is we're losing to our Jamie. No. City have to come to win, and draw is a waste of time for them. Ekitike needs to be absolutely destroyed. Gay. And there's another thing. There's more stories in this game. Gay and Semenyo, obviously Liverpool targets, especially Mark Gay, now a City player. That's going to be an interesting battles there. Gay up against Ekitike. Semenyo probably up against Kirkheads. Again, if we go back to the beginning of the season when Semenyo was playing for Bournemouth, he gave Kirkheads the worst time ever. He played on the right-hand side and attacked Kirkheads. I expect Semenyo to play on the right-hand side tomorrow, not the left, and attack Kirkheads like he did for Bournemouth. Kirkheads is a far better player now than he was at the beginning of the season. That's going to be an interesting battle there. Kirkheads versus Semenyo. Gay versus against Ekitike. Loads of good matchups there. And then obviously the Shirky versus Verts debate. You know, Verts obviously comes out on top of that. It shuts everything down, don't it? So, massive game. Huge game. I'm hoping we I'm hoping we get the win, man. Is Joe Gomez fit? Apparently he is. Yeah, and we were just we did that at the beginning of the video, my friend. I don't know if you saw the beginning of the video, but are you on about the Jonathan Norcroft stuff? Yeah, we went through all that at the beginning, my friend. I think we'll finally win from a City fan. I think we finally win from a City fan. Big up, man. Liverpool will win, I guarantee it, says David. Big up, David, man. It's interesting. I'm looking forward to it, man. It's going to be a cracking game, in my opinion. Absolutely cracking game. Absolutely cracking game. You're right. And yeah, check it back at the beginning, man. Let me know what you think. We spoke about it at the beginning. Man, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it. And as you know, guys, look, I share my screen right now with you guys. Let me just share my screen. As you guys know, I'll be on my Big Up channel tomorrow to do the game. If you're not going on Big Up before, make sure you get yourselves over there. That's where I do all my watch-alongs and the Vibes with Copy show. I'll put the link in the live chat. The link is now in the live chat for my Big Up channel. So if you've never been over there, just press that link there. That'll take you over to my Big Up channel, where I'll be live tomorrow at 4:15 start time for my watch-along. Also, on my watch-alongs, if you like doing this kind of thing, if you don't worry about it. You don't have to do it to join the watch-along, by the way. It's not something you have to do. But if it's something you want to do, and say over here, we have our predictions game where you can predict on people. So let me just go through this with you right now. Let me do a quick prediction with you right now. So this is here. Florian Wirtz will score a goal or give an assist. I'm going to say yes. Dominic Szoboszlai will have 1 or more shots on target. I'm going to say yes. Match will be tied at half time, so a draw at half time. I'm going to say yes. Semenyo will score a goal, give an assist. I'm going to say, I'm going to say no. I'm going to edge it out. There will be over 3 goals in the match. I'll say yes. There'll be under 4 cards in the match. I'm going to say yes to that. I think there'll be 10 corners in the match. Do you know what? I'm going to answer that. Oh my God, get away. So you get 6 picks. I'm going to answer that one. Yes. You go to this bit. This bit will come up if you want to have a go. So, guys, if you want to have a go on this kind of thing, it's up to you. You don't have to do this, by the way. You can just watch along with me. You don't have to do it. But if you fancy doing it, it's there for you to try. You get power play and flexi pay. Power play means you have to get every single one of them right to win. So if I'm going to bet $5 on that, $5 gets you $170 back. If you do FlexiPay, FlexiPay means you can get 2 answers wrong, get 4 correct, and still get paid out. So if you've never done it before, Big Up gives you $5 absolutely free. So you can use it as a free bet. And with that free bet as well, if you do want to do this, you do fancy it, guys, you get put in a prize draw to win $25,000 at the end of this month. So what is it, the 8th of February now? So if you've never played it before on Big Up and you subscribe to my Big Up, you do the match prediction. As you see here, $1 equals 100 big bucks. Yeah, Big Up give you 500 big bucks, which is $5. Yeah. So if you bet on this for $5, Big Up will give you 500 back, which is $5. So it's a free bet. Even if you don't win, you're getting a prize draw for 25 grand. Give it a go, guys, if you want. If it's your kind of thing and you fancy it. If not, just sit back and watch me do the watch along. You interact in the live chat like you do on YouTube. It's exactly the same thing. So, yeah, my watch along will be over there, guys. As you say, predictions game's there if you want to do it. If not, just join me in the watch along, guys. Get in the live chat. We'll have some fun. It'll be a great time. But, yeah, all my watch alongs are on my Big Up channel, guys. So make sure you get yourselves over there and watch me on Big Up for my watch alongs. I appreciate it. Also, if you got an Apple phone, there you can download it now off the App Store if you've got an Apple phone. So to download the app off the App Store. The Android app is coming later this year, so keep an eye out for that as well. That is coming this year. Yeah, get involved, guys. Get involved. Get yourselves involved. Should be fun, man. But yeah, big up everyone in chat, man. That's I'll be back tomorrow as well, guys. Yeah, the Android app will be out later this year, Cameron. Yeah, not too far away, my friend. I'll be back tomorrow on my channel for team news around 2:45. So I'll be back live tomorrow at 2:45 on my YouTube channel. And then we'll go straight over to my Big Up channel for the watch along. So if you want to join me for tomorrow afternoon for the day, guys, join me on my YouTube channel at 2:45 tomorrow. We'll do the lineups together, and then we'll go over to my Big Up channel to do the watch along. So you can join me for the whole afternoon from YouTube to Big Up. Guys, I'm going to leave it there because it is 20 past midnight. Appreciate everyone here. 160 people in the house. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Make sure the link is in the live chat. Make sure you go over to my Big Up channel where you can watch me over there tomorrow doing the watch along. Get involved in the match predictions if you want, if that's your kind of thing. If not, don't worry about it. Just enjoy the watch along with me. Have a laugh. I'll be back here at 2:45 tomorrow for the lineup show, and then we'll go to the Big Up show. Big Up, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow. Much love. Sleep well. Bye-bye for now.